Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 11. We are in text number 8. Text 8 we are dealing with. 30 items. Today we will go to the third item, which is tapa. So today we are looking at the number 3 item on the list, which is austerity. So Papa translated tapaha as austerities, such as observing fast at least twice in a month on the day of Ekadasi. On the day of Ekadasi. If you don't fast at all, compulsorily must do 2 days in a month. Those days are Ekadasi, the day of Lord Hari. Compulsory. It is compulsory. If you're a human being, if you're a dead body, animal or plant and trees, no problem. As a human being, it is compulsory. In translating the word tapaha as austerity, Prophet says austerities, because there are many varieties. He says austerities. In translation, that's what Prophet said. Austerities, then he says, such as observing fasts, again plural, fasts, at least twice a day. Janmasam is there. Radhastami is there. Gauri Purnima is there. Nityananda Trayodasi is there. So Vrindavan Das Thakura said, Chaitanya Bhagavat, anyone who also 2 days, again 2 days, anyone who observed fully Gauri Purnima and Nityananda Trayodasi, you will never enter the womb of a mother again. Finished. Want to enter again? Huh? So we have the chance. How many days? Just 2 days only. And here Prabhupada also said 2 days Ekadasi. Ekadasi come twice in a month, or sometimes 3. I think 2 times in a year you get 3. The remaining is 2 in a month. And one who observed the whole Ekadasi 22 in the year. It's wonderful. You're really living in the spiritual world. That is how powerful austerity is. So Prabhupada translated austerity. So the Prabhupada further add observing fast on certain days of the month. No doubt there are other kinds of austerity which more generally refer to the voluntary acceptance of vows or activities which, while neither comfortable for the body nor suiting to the mind, are conducive to spiritual realization. Austerity is not that it must be suitable, because it's a voluntary acceptance of inconvenience. That's austerity, not starvation. Starvation is different. Austerity is different. Chapter 9, text 14, purport. Of course, the Base Prabhupada, Krishna is speaking, Satatam Kiritayantu Mam Yatantasta Drita Vratahan Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nitya Yukta Upasati. Translation: always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination. Tridavrata, bowing down before me, this great soul who perpetually worship me with devotion. And in the purport, so Prabhupada said, in devotional service, there are certain activities which are called determined. In devotional service, there are certain activities which are called determined, such as fasting on certain days, like the 11th day of the moon, Ekadasi, and on the appearance day of the Supreme Lord, Krishna, Janmashtami. Certain days are called determined. It's austerity. That's austerity. They are not comfortable. You know that they are comfortable. Not that somebody is, they are used to austerity, so nobody is used to austerity. It is a state of one's mind, or what you are looking for. What is it you are looking for? If what you are looking for is important, then you are ready to make the sacrifice to achieve it. So austerity is performed by those who are very, very serious about getting something very high. If you want to get something very high, they perform austerity. Something which is not common, and like Krishna Prem is not a common thing, right? Going back to God is not a common thing. People talk about heaven, but how many people are going there? How many? how many people are going there? Every day people talk about heaven. But how many people are going there? Because we are not austere. It is meant for those who are very austere. Also in Bhagavad Gita, location said this philosophy is not for those who are not austere. In chapter 18. This system, this process is not for people who are not austere. Like principles of religion such as charity, austerity is a corollary for devotional service and is not to be practiced for any goal other than pleasing Krishna. Austerity should not be practiced for any goal other than pleasing Krishna. Bhoga Tyaga Krishna Pritya. Understand? Bhoga Tyaga. We should give up sense gratification. We should give up sinful life. We should make austerity what? Krishna Pritya. To please Krishna. That's the goal. In this regard, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Bhasideva Param Tapa. The goal of austerity is to please Krishna. Vasudeva Param Tapa. Krishna is the goal of the austerity. Krishna is the goal of austerity. Of course, we see so many people are performing austerity to get a husband, to get a wife. There's so many the prophet says varieties. What are you getting? Katayani brat is for what? Katayani brat. To get husband, not Krishna. It's to get the husband, not Krishna. It's for husband. Yes. Those who are elevated, then they perform for Krishna. The Katayani brat is not just for Krishna. It's for getting a husband. And then there's so many other brats like that. I mean, Payo brat. Kasapamuni's wife performed Payavrat. It's for what? To kill somebody. Hiranyakasipu performed austerity is what? To kill Lord Brahma and kill Krishna and take over the whole world. For that he performed austerity. Such a great austerity. He did. So many people perform austerity is to get material things, material benefit. Good health. Some people are fasting so I can have a good health. Yeah. And do Chaturmasya Vrat. Chaturmasya. You have a handsome body, next life become a Gandharva or Apsara. You have a beautiful body, the aroma is like rose. Yeah, so do Chaturmasya Vrat. There's so many Vrat. So people do all this thing. People, they're not doing it for Krishna, they're doing it so you can get your business right. You can get business to pass exam in school. Yeah? Remember those days? We have sleepless night, drinking coffee, strong coffee, tea, put water, and put your feet in a bucket of water so you don't sleep, so you can read throughout and cram everything to pass exam. So austerity. All these materialistic austerities. People are ready to do that. But for Krishna, oh, Prabhupada didn't say that. Prabhupada didn't say that. But they are doing other things which Prabhupada didn't say also. Yes? That they will not say, Prabhupada will not say. When it is for Krishna, there are so many excuses. Isn't it? We are doing seven austerities. Willingly. Isn't it austerity to take care of a baby? Isn't it? It's a pleasure, austerity. It's austerity. Why you do that austerity? Why do you do that austerity? They say austerity is just 5 minutes. You have to spend 2 years to do that austerity for 5 minutes enjoyment. But for Krishna, no, Prabhupada didn't say that. Which one Prabhupada said that you are doing? Which one? That is our misfortune. Do Dhira. Anyway, for devotees, we should do austerity to please Krishna. Krishna Pristya. Krishna Pristya. Austerity is to please Krishna. Or as the Lord Saddev said, Tapo Dibyam. Tapo Dibyam. Transcendental austerity, Satya Sudhed. It is for purifying the heart. Prabhupada say, why? Because the heart is really dirty. So it needs to be purified. So we do austerity for that. And Lord Saddev recommended that because that purifies the heart. So that what will happen? Brahma Sokyam Tuanantam. That's the result of austerity, transcendental austerity. It promotes one to Brahma Sokyam Tuanantam. You enter into eternal enjoyment. Eternal enjoyment. That's how we enter. If you perform transcendental austerity, which is pleasing Krishna, that's the result. If you perform demoted austerity, the hand will become very hard. How do you know the heart is very hard? You become very proud. Proud. Yesterday we discussed, proud people are not merciful. Right? So you become devoid of mercy. If you do unnecessary austerity. As regards fasting, Srila Prabhupada says that it should be practiced from childhood and suggested that it be done 2 or 4 times a month. His Divine Grace adds, from the economic point of view, such 2 fasting days in the month Ekadasi will save the state tons of food, and the system will also be very favorably on the general health of the citizens. You see? If you fast 2 days in a month, do you know how much? Suppose the whole country fasts 2 days in a month. Do you know how economical it is? Huh? You see the amount of food which is being consumed for a day. If you save that for 2 days in a month, you know the quantity? That's great. It is economically very wise. Health-wise, it's very, very wise. It's nice. Spiritually, very good. So austerity is good in all circumstances. In all circumstances. Spiritually, economically, health-wise, it will clear the atmosphere from hostility. Because if you perform austerity and the heart becomes very cleansed, we will have mercy upon each other. No one will be hostile towards each other. And we will not spend billions of dollars to create ammunitions. We're spending billions for ammunition, but we don't spend billions for health and education. All over the country, over the world, our government is spending money for ammunition more than for health and education. That is demonic. Why? There is no mercy. We're not merciful, and there is no austerity. Wanton desires makes one hostile, devoid of mercy, which is necessary for a human being. Now the money said these qualities are compulsory, not optional. It's compulsory. And the Srila Prabhupada is saying it should be started from the beginning, from childhood. We should begin austerity from childhood. And remember how we fight until we stop our children from taking grains on Ekadasi Day. It took me many years to fight to succeed, to get it. We succeeded by Krishna's mercy. We stopped it. And no child have died till now. But all people are eating meat, everything are dying. But the children who are fasting from Ekadasi, no one has died. See, that's the result of austerity. Transcendental austerity. The necessities of mankind are dependent on the pleasure of the demigods and the Lord, whose satisfaction is conditional on everyone practicing austerity. Yes. The necessities of mankind depend on the pleasure of the demigods and the Supreme Lord. This Krishna explained Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, text 10. Yes. Saha Jagya Praja Srishtva Purova Cha Prajapati Anena Prasavishya Dvam Esavostu Ista Kamaduk. In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generations of men and demigods, along with sacrifices for Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, "Be thou happy by this Jagya sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable." Everything. It didn't say some things. Everything desirable for living happily now and achieving liberation after. That is how Krishna planned this material world. But who is doing jagya? Who is doing austerity? Who is merciful? Who is truthful? Who is doing? Everybody culturing the opposite qualities which are necessary for achieving what everyone is desiring to get in this world. Every single thing we are working very hard to get. Check, look at the scripture. We are working against all of them. And that is why we are miserable. So I will continue to repeat this. Srila Prabhupada said every one of us should know why we are suffering. We should know why we are suffering. If you don't know, it's a big problem. We are transgressing the law. Just see the arrangement. Say, Krishna said, be thou happy. Be thou happy. How to be happy? By performing this jagya sacrifice, because by each performer will bestow upon you everything desirable. If we satisfy demigod and Krishna, cooperation. In the next verse, Krishna talk about cooperation. If we cooperate with demigod, if we cooperate with Krishna, no one will suffer in this world. We are not cooperating. That is the problem. If we cooperate, everything will work. We'll be happy now and also next one. We're just prepared. The happiness which we get now is a preparation to tell us that it is waiting for us. The real thing is waiting. We're just preparing to enter there. But who is doing this? Who is doing this? The demigod, being pleased by sacrificing, will also please you. And thus, by cooperation between men and demigods, prosperity will reign for all. Prosperity will reign for all. Here in Africa, in West Africa, people come to Krishna. What do they ask you? Prosperity. Yeah, prosperity and protection. The two prominent things. The protection and prosperity. My business is not working nicely. Is it not? And every Indian person, before starting the business, Ganesh, all of them are all there with so many rings and many rituals. You know? For what? Success. For prosperity. That is common thing for. But look, Krishna is telling us very clearly, prosperity will reign for all if we cooperate with the demigods. By doing jagya. But we don't want that simple thing. By contrast, devotees know well that material and spiritual well-being are both dependent on following prescribed austerities. Fasting in Ekadasi and festivals like Janmashtami, as well as adhering to vows of goodness, such as a householder's celibacy, are some examples of devotional austerity. Devotional austerity, householders, celibacy, adhering to vows of goodness, Janmashtami, Ekadasi, all others, they're all devotional austerities, and they are compulsory. Very soon we have the Sangha de Chaturdasi. Just see the mercy, unlimited. The Sangha Chaturdasi. We have just finished with Ramnavami, Janmashtami, Radhastami, Nityananda Trayodasi, Gaura Purnima, Balaram, Jayanti, Balaram, Piranzit, Srila Prabhupada, and all our acharyas, appearance and disappearance, Ekadasi. These are all desirable devotional austerities that should be willingly, happily, and joyfully performed. But on the day of Ekadasi, be waking up from bed, drinking water. Die from bed. What are we looking at? We're just thinking of food. That is the problem. We're thinking of the body. We're not even thinking, oh, look at the wonderful opportunity for me to increase my bhakti. No, we don't think about that. Water. Drinking water is what? For the soul or the body? Huh? Body. We're just getting up, just focusing on the body. If I don't drink water, I will die. Oh, it's sick. You need to remember Ekadasi. It's the body. Waking up, today is Krishna, thank you. Today is Ekadasi. That is not remembered. Body. Everything is body. Body first. Yes, it is true that we need the body to do austerity, but we should not look at the bodies too much that we forget the austerity. That is wrong. Because devotees are faithful to these practices, they rarely find themselves in the condition of want. Just imagine. Devotees are not in want. All devotees who are in want, they are misers. They are misers. A devotee cannot be in want because Krishna is supplying everything since time immemorial. So being in want means we are misers. Yes. In Satyayug, austerity, along with the other three principles of religion, was extraordinarily manifest. However, since that time, austerity has been eroded due to the irreligious quality of pride. You see, you're mentioning irreligious quality of pride. As people became more proud of their bodily identity. See? Bodily identity. Very, very dangerous mentality. Very dangerous mentality. The Brahmanical quality of austerity decreased to non-existence. And especially Hare Krishna devotee. Prabhupada did not say that. Prabhupada did not say that. But look carefully at the Bhagavad Gita. There are so many verses Prabhupada says, Bhakti without austerity cannot produce the result. Austerity is compulsory. I was pointing it out to the Practising student. All of you should take note of this verse. Take note of this statement. It is not said by me. It is said by Prabhupada. So all of you should stop this nonsense. Prabhupada didn't say that. Prabhupada didn't say that. See, it is said here, and in Bhagavatam, the second canto, the Krishna said, I am austerity. I created this world by austerity. I am maintaining it by austerity, and I will destroy it by austerity. Therefore, I am austerity. The Prabhupada gave a very beautiful description of austerity. It's important to do it. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, not in Vrindavan, not in Mayapur, in Jagannath Puri. What do we say when we talk about Jagannath Puri? not in Vrindavan, not in Mayapur, in Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri is a place where Krishna eats. Not where he performed, but actually Krishna performed austerity. In Jagannath Puri, Krishna eats. This is where he eats. It is in this place where Krishna eats that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave an order to Raghunath Das Goswami, don't eat it like these people. Don't eat like them. Don't dress like them. Don't talk uselessly like them. You should always live in Vrindavan. Always live in Vrindavan. Four things Chaitanya told Raghunath Das Goswami. Yes. As people became more proud of their bodily identity, the Brahminical quality of austerity decreased or non-existence. And because surrender to the Lord is not possible for a person devoid of austerity, the path of salvation has become increasingly evasive. Because surrender to the Lord is not possible for a person devoid of austerity, the path of salvation has become increasingly evasive. While Brahmanas are naturally, now you see Brahmana with the belly outside, and it's a pride. Brahmana's belly is outside. When the Srila Bhakti Society see any disciple with belly outside, go back to your house. Yeah, eating too much. This is go outside and work hard. You'll not be eating like this. See that? If you have to wake up early in the morning, 8 o'clock, and go to work and do something and come back at 9 p.m., will you be eating too much? Huh? If you're in the house, throw out. What will you do? Eat. Then the belly will be out. The time we join you, there's no belly out because we eat only twice. 10 o'clock, every single devotee outside, except the cook. Every devotee is outside. Come at 5 o'clock. And when you are outside there, there's nothing like you buy ice water to drink. Nothing. It's zero. At our time, it is zero. Nobody drink outside. Only if the headline leader permit you before you drink water. Yes. You cannot do that without permission. They will write a plaque on your face, SG. SG means sense gratification. They will write it boldly and place on their face, SG, so everybody will see. For a person devoid of austerity, the path of salvation has become increasingly evasive. While Brahmanas are naturally, now you see Brahmana with the belly outside, and it's a pride. Brahmana's belly is outside. When the Srila Bhakti Society see any disciple with belly outside, go back to your house. Yeah, eating too much. This is go outside and work hard. You'll not be eating like this. See that? If you have to wake up early in the morning, 8 o'clock, and go to work and do something and come back at 9 p.m., will you be eating too much? Huh? If you're in the house, throw out. What will you do? Eat. Then the belly will be out. The time we join you, there's no belly out because we eat only twice. 10 o'clock, every single devotee outside, except the cook. Every devotee is outside. Come at 5 o'clock. And when you are outside there, there's nothing like you buy ice water to drink. Nothing. It's zero. At our time, it is zero. Nobody drink outside. Only if the heaven leader permit you before you drink water. Yes. You cannot do that without permission. They will write a plaque on your face. SG. SG means sense gratification. They will write it boldly and place on their face. SG, so everybody will see. Now, before you get down from the bus for Hare Krishna, everybody all spread after drinking ice water. Nobody started Hare Krishna. Ice water! After drinking that, they had no strength to dance. Today when we are in the air, we're dancing in the air. You not remember the body. It's when we finish dancing, then the body will tell you that we have been dancing since. But when you are in it, you don't remember anything. And the strength, there is a strength in what we are doing. There is a strength. We have seen all this. Yes. While Brahmanas are naturally inclined to the practice of austerity, others need to embrace it out of duty, knowing that austerity will help them become sinless. Conversely, as they become purified, devotees in every order of life become increasingly drawn to the practice of austerity. Those who are sinless are naturally so inclined, as seen in the example of Raghunath Das Goswami, who was so absorbed in service that he had neither time to eat nor sleep. See, those who perform austerity, they don't depend on the body. They don't remember the body. The Goswamis. It is not that there is nothing for them to eat. That is not the reason. They don't have time. They are busy with what they're doing and they are fully occupied with what they're doing. That is the nourishment for the soul. Therefore, the body takes care of itself. And when we are engaged in the body, the soul will be starving. Then, when the soul starves, in English they will say depression. Depression means the soul is starving. The doctor will not tell you that, but that is what it means. Haridas Sakura was sleeping. Was he sleeping? So we think he's a fool. He's a fool. A very wise, very civilized, modernized man, woman. So yeah, we are better. You sure? We are better? No, we are degraded. The practice of austerity begins at childhood under the senior guidance of the Guru. That is called the Brahmacharya Ashrama. Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is compulsory for all people. With such training, devotees are able to call upon the resources of character, such as discipline and self-control, when they later enter the Grihastha ashram. That is the purpose of training in austerity. What is first done as an obligation later becomes a voluntary practice. Since pride is the enemy of austerity, one needs to address the root of pride, which are unrestricted sense enjoyment and bodily identification. These two habits are subdued by serious spiritual study, scriptural study, and regulated sadhana, which in itself is a sort of austerity. The result of study and sadhana is increased mind and sense control, which then empowers one to embrace the austerities necessitated with one's sadhana and ashrama. As already mentioned, as the heart becomes purified, austerity becomes easier and more desirable. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.